All right, y'all, I got another one. This one here is very abstract, and I guarantee you nobody has thought of this. For those of you who don't know, one thing I love to do is to collect movie props and movie memorabilia from my favorite movies and TV shows and whatnot growing up. I got my wall covered in stuff, from all different types of movies from the 90s and whatnot. Well, this one here isn't quite 90s, it's early 2000s. One of my favorite movies of all time is Secret Window with Johnny Depp. And in this movie, Johnny Depp plays an author who's going through a divorce. And he gets this little cabin out in the middle of the wilderness while his ex-wife gets to keep the house. And he's asleep one day and he gets woke up to some stranger banging on his door. And he answers the door, and it's this dude accusing him of stealing his story because he's an author. He's apparently a pretty well-known author in this movie. And this dude just won't leave him alone and will not quit harassing him. And finally, he approaches him and he says, "When did you write it?" And he said, "I wrote my story in 1997. He goes, "Well, I got you beat by 2 years. I wrote mine in late 94, and it was published for the first time in 1995. Now, where was his story published?
Ellery Queen's Mystery Magazine, June 1995.
So, guess what I had to grab? Ellery Queen Mystery Magazine, June 1995. Now, here's what I didn't realize. I found this on eBay for like $5, and it also came with November 1995 too. I didn't realize this though until after I had grabbed it. Check this out. See, when it gets to this spot here where he orders a copy of the magazine so that he can show the dude that it's his, and look what it looks like when he pulls it out.
1995.
See that? Look at that. Isn't that interesting? They used the exact same everything from the June 1995. Only if you look here, they sneak in the name Morton Rainey. And look at this here in the movie where they open up and look at the contents. It has all the same stories in it. See? The pushover, the long walk, the best sort of husband. The pushover, the long walk, the best sort of husband. But they just sneak in Mort Rainey's name. Secret Window, right here. They just added that in here. And it's not even in there. Isn't that fascinating? They actually grabbed Ellery Queen Mystery Magazine, June 1995, and just tweaked it a little bit just to put Mort Rainey's name on it. Changed the cover ever so slightly, but, just put a few different words on here. But I thought that was so cool, man. So, I don't know. I'm probably the only one on the planet that has ever thought to try to find some kind of movie memorabilia from Secret Window. And while this isn't the actual prop, this is pretty damn close, I would say. Ooh, I just now caught something else interesting about this. So you only get this shot for maybe a second. But when he very first pulls it out and you can see the back of the magazine. And I'm like, no, that's something totally different. They're trying to advertise a stair climber thingy. But if you open it, there it is. It's on the inside. Isn't that interesting? I wonder what the process was of getting that magazine and switching things around so that Mort Rainey's name is in it and whatnot. Isn't that interesting? So cool, man.